Concern right now is the amount of rainfall we are expecting to get from this system.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, the Bahamas is keeping a close watch on Invest 94, the weather system currently affecting the Bahamas. Trinard Tynes from the Bahamas Department of Meteorology confirms that earlier forecasts remain on track, but warns that changing conditions could alter how the system develops.
Several things that's happening. We have Alberto that is to the east. Then we have a cold front that is moving out from the southeastern United States area. We also have some upper level wind shear that is going to affect the system. Regardless of the development of the system, we are still anticipating heavy rainfall and some gusty winds roughly in the range of 30 knots or so. We're not discussing or talking about any hurricane event for us here in the Bahamas. Our main concern right now is the amount of rainfall we are expecting to get from the system. What that means for us is that with any type of rainfall, especially heavy rainfall, we're going to have flooding in low-lying areas.
Meanwhile, Tynes says a strong tropical wave could strengthen tonight and urges the public to stay alert heading into the weekend.
At this present time, it's only a very vigorous or very strong tropical wave. We anticipate an area of low pressure to form on that wave in the area on the eastern portion of Cuba sometime today. And possibly when it moves into the southeast Bahamas area and the Great Bahama Bank, it may start a small circulation and it will switch from a disturbance into a tropical depression. Please, everyone, monitor and listen to any information that comes from the Department of Meteorology.
And as the entire Bahamas prepares for a wet weekend ahead, the island's administrator confirms that his team has been actively engaging with stakeholders throughout the weekend. They are working tirelessly to ensure the island is fully equipped and ready to respond swiftly to any emergencies that may arise. Our Jolanda Thompson-Everest is live now with the administrator to bring us the latest updates. Jolanda.
Romiko, we are live here at the Collab Center, and a part of the Disaster Consultative Committee meeting was the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie. Minister Moxie, tell us, how important are these meetings and how prepared is Grand Bahama?
These meetings are critically important for our island. This Incident Command Center here at Collab Unit is what will be used to ensure that all the stakeholders come together and that we are ready. And so we would have had here East Grand Bahama, Central Grand Bahama, and West Grand Bahama represented, and I believe that we are ready. And everyone is on board and ready to go, because Grand Bahama has experienced over the many years so many hurricanes, so many storms, and so we are resilient and we know how to come together to make things happen, and we are ready.
So with everything discussed, Minister, you would say that you are pleased?
I'm very pleased with the work of the Grand Bahama Disaster Consultative Committee. Very pleased with the work of the administrators in the various districts, and so we are good to go. We are listening to the Met Office and, of course, the Disaster Risk Management Authority, and ensuring that our people are safe, that, of course, our infrastructure is safe as well, but that our people are most importantly safe and secure. And so we are good to go and happy with what we've had been able to discuss in this meeting.
Thank you so much, Minister. Also, we have the Administrator for the Family Islands, Mr. Preston Cooper. Mr. Cooper, I know you had a busy day, but tell me, how are preparations going?
Good evening, Bahamas. Preparation is going very well. As you are aware, we have a system that is forming in our waters, and based on the trajectory of this system, we're talking about Abaco, East Grand Bahama being impacted. So we, during the necessary preparation, propose to activate our Incident Command Center as early as tomorrow morning. That'll be right here. and activate the shelters, particularly for East Grand Bahama, which would be the Maurice Moore Primary School, and for special needs, Christ the King. In West Grand Bahama, Administrator Ricardo Ferguson, he's preparing to activate the shelter at the 8 Mile Rock Gym. I wish to also say to the public, if I may, those who are coming to the shelter to begin securing the necessary items to bring with them, medication, securing proper documents, and also the general public begin securing their homes. Loose debris, etc., they need to be removed in preparation for this tropical system that is coming our way. And most importantly, to let us continue to trust God. He will take us through. Yes.
Romiko, present during this meeting was the Ministry of Social Services as well as other relevant stakeholders who all say they are ready if in the event this storm passes. Live from the Collab Center for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
Thanks so much, Jolanda. Heading into some sad news now. Tragedy struck Grand Bahama last night after a motorcyclist lost his life in a fatal accident along East Sunrise Highway. Shortly after 8 p.m., the police control room received reports of a serious collision. By the time officers arrived, what began as a traffic crash had turned into a fatality. Shalia Roll reports.
It was around this area on East Sunrise Highway that tragedy struck around 8 p.m. on Thursday when a motorcyclist was killed in a devastating collision. The crash brought traffic to a standstill for nearly 2 hours and adds to the growing list of deadly accidents on this particular highway that has become all too familiar with fatal crashes. The scene was marked by flashing blue and red police lights cutting through the darkness, a black body bag laying in the center of the roadway before being placed into a hearse, while a pair of tennis shoes were seen abandoned nearby. Just a few feet away, a mangled blue and white Suzuki motorcycle resting on its side, undeniable evidence of the deadly impact.
The GMC Jeep was heading west on East Sunrise Highway when it made a right turn to head towards Chappie's Pharmacy. The motorbike was heading east on East Sunrise Highway when the collision occurred.
Police confirming that the male motorist had been wearing a helmet at the time of the crash. However, police officials believe that speed was a major factor, intensifying the impact and ultimately contributing to the fatal outcome.
I'd like to say that although he's wearing a helmet, because of the speed, the accident became a fatality.
Now, as for the driver of the black GMC Jeep, police confirm he sustained only minor injuries. The victim's identity is being withheld pending official identification, but unofficial sources say that the victim of the fatality is LeVar Thompson. Officers say the matter remains under active investigation. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
Thanks, Shalia. Well, an administrative oversight in a U.S. university's aviation program could now cost some Bahamian students their legal status. An international recruiter is voicing concern after learning that students who believed they were enrolled in a STEM-certified program are now facing possible deportation. Jolanda Thompson-Everest has more in this report.
An international recruiter, Dr. Alejandra Pinder, is raising concerns and awareness after some Bahamian students at Florida Memorial University discovered that parts of the school's aviation program, including management and air traffic control, are not recognized as STEM by federal immigration guidelines.
These students applied for STEM extension OPT. Under those policies and what was marketed to them, they were approved by USCIS. But doing a site visit by CVIS from the Department of Homeland Security, it's when they recognized that the student CIP code on the I-20 was not on their, the same as listed on their transcripts. Therefore, it made them ineligible for an extension on the OPT and was told that they would be terminated within 10 days.
CIP codes are used to report data to the U.S. government for federal surveys, program identification, and data consistency. She says a data security officer was newly employed and admitted they lacked experience in handling such cases.
I reached out to that same DSO officer at the time to alert and, advocate for the student to say this is wrong.
Pinder believes that immigration officials should be sympathetic to the student's plight, considering that they only applied for a program which was marketed to them by the school. Now, she is urging the administration to intervene.
For me to speak like this against an institution that I formally graduated from, that is a serious stance. It hurts my heart that I had to do that. However, I'm a Bahamian first.
In a September 25th interview with CBS Miami, President William McCormick told a reporter that the university is doing its best to resolve the issue.
We will make sure that whatever it is that they need to get done, we'll get it properly done.
For now, the students remain in South Florida, and Pinder says other universities have also stepped in to offer support. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Still to come.
The Bahamas Red Cross Society hosting a night of luxury at the Grand Lucayan Ballroom. That story plus sports and more when we come back.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison. Modivas is having a summer clearance sale going on now through the end of the month. 25% off on women's clothing, shoes, hats, handbags, and so much more. Open Monday through Sunday, located at the Rachel's Britannia Mini Mall, Caravel Beach. Do It Center is doing it again. Their end-of-month sale happens Friday and Saturday, September 26th and 27th, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. 20% off store-wide. Some restrictions apply. Visit them at the Del's Auto Product Complex, formerly Gold Rock Corp. Call 350-2316. Do It Center, where they help you get it done.
Don't miss the extended 25% end of summer sale at Park and Shop this September 30th, October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, excluding red tag items and underwear. They now accept canoe.
Esquire's Menswear presents Passion for Fashion. Saturday, October 4th at the Pelican Bay Hotel at 7 p.m. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased at Esquire's Men's. Shape your crepe and oh my gosh, couture. Attire is elegant.
Experience Moon on a Rainbow Shawl by Errol John live at the Regency Theater. Showtimes are September 26th and 27th at 8 p.m. and September 28th at 4 p.m. Tickets are just $30. Don't miss this unforgettable performance. Get your tickets today from the Freeport Players Guild.
One night, one stage, one unforgettable experience. Saturday, October 4th at 7 p.m., the Bahamas Red Cross Society Grand Bahama presents the Starlight Soiree at the Grand Lucayan Great Ballroom. An exclusive gala held under the patronage of Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Cynthia A. Pratt, Governor General of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Tickets are available now at the Red Cross Center at a donation of $125. This is more than a gala. This is the Starlight Soiree.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you gain. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
In healthcare, precision isn't optional. It's life-saving. One wrong reading can lead to the wrong treatment. Using uncalibrated equipment means risking misdiagnosis, mistreatment, and unnecessary grief. That's where Livy Calibrations comes in. Trusted, accurate, and 100% Bahamian owned. From ECGs to fume hoods, defibrillators to patient monitors, we calibrate them all on-site with careful precision. Leary Calibration. Trusted results, reliable service, uncompromising accuracy. Book your calibration today, because in medical care, there is no room for error.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Under the distinguished patronage of our Governor General, Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Cynthia Pratt, the Bahamas Red Cross Society is hosting a night of luxury at the Grand Lucayan Ballroom on October 4th, dubbed the Starlight Soiree. Chairman of the Society's Ball Committee, Letitia Lord, promises the event will provide a style-elaborate event alongside enticing entertainment.
Guests will enjoy performances by the top-tier band, a special appearance by Bahamian artist D-Mac, an authentic Cuban cigar roller on site, and we are thrilled to announce that we are raffling 2 cruises the night of the event. Raffle tickets are available now by committee members and at the Red Cross Center for only $20.
The committee chairman adds that proceeds will go towards assisting the Red Cross Society's philanthropic efforts, and the nonprofit organization is appreciative for the support they have received to make this event a possibility.
We are extremely grateful to our sponsors for your generous support, which makes this event possible. Your partnership ensures that the Bahamas Red Cross Society can continue its critical work of providing aid, strengthening resilience, and serving the people of Grand Bahama.
The Falcons Boys Club is once again stepping up to support young students across the Bahamas. This year marks the 29th annual Back to School giveaway led by Pastor Darren Roll. The initiative kicks off on September 27th with a drive-through giveaway at Champs Community Center, then continues with stops in Cat Island and ending in the Berry Islands.
Up to 300 bags will get a backpack full of school supplies, pens, pencils, rulers, sharpeners, composition books, the works. Some has scissors, some has crayons, and also inside of that bag, the boy is going to get a one-day lunch voucher.
Now, following the Grand Bahama event, the team will travel to Cat Island, where Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, along with other government officials, are expected to attend in support of the Falcons Boys Club and Champs initiative. The giveaway will conclude in Bimini.
October 2nd, we're going to be on the island of Cat Island, where we're going to be hosting a boys' conference for all of the boys of the Old Bight High School and the Cat Island Comprehensive School. And we have the distinct privilege of the nation's Prime Minister, who has consented that he's going to be one of the guest speakers that are going to speak to the young men. Then in January, for the very first time, we're going to be on the Berry Islands, where we're going to be also hosting a conference at the Aaron Gomez High School, as we want our partners to know that legitimately the funds that you've donated, the items that you've donated, that you can say that this group who said that they were going X, Y, Z, they're going to go there.
Falcons Boys Club always doing big things. That's a look at stories making news, seeing what's happening in sports.
Well, it seems like more and more folks are coming together to enjoy NFL Sundays. We got a cool feature on that, and high school volleyball is heating up.
I haven't been enjoying the Sundays. Let's just talk about that. That's coming your way next, but first a check on the local weather forecast.
This September is a September to remember at Conrad Bahamas. Get 30% off all windows and doors all month long. We carry Hurricane Impact sliding windows and doors, Hurricane Impact casement windows and doors, as well as PVC windows and doors. Whether you're upgrading for style or preparing for hurricane season, now is the perfect time to save. Visit us today and take advantage of our biggest savings of the season only at Conrad Bahamas. Exclusively at our locations in Freeport, Nassau, Abaco, and Eleuthera. Conrad Bahamas. Dream, design, deliver.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody
does it
better.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family. The brands you're looking for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Sting Junkanoo Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit songs. PBS, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight and D-Mac. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamasettickets.com. For your skybox or to be a food vendor, call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today and Co. Limited, Krista Minute and Associates.
Hey, y'all, what you doing? I'm reading an iVox book in the library. And I'm reading a Vox book. What? An iVox book is a storybook that moves with you. And a Vox book is a book that reads along with you. Ooh, let me see.
The Sir Charles Haywood Library introduces Vox and iVox reading books, a brand new collection of interactive reading technology, the first of their kind in the Bahamas for children. But wait, there's more. We're also introducing Overdrive, our digital library, where you can find books for teens, young adults, and the young at heart, with over 4,000 magazines for people of all ages and interests. Come on, bring your entire family. Swing by and give them a try. They're all available at the Sir Charles Haywood Library.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
What's happening, everyone? I'm Shane Stubbs with your evening sports update. Now, Sundays are for the Lord, and it's also for NFL action. Now, you can watch your team win or lose. Wink, wink, Dolphins, Cowboys fans. Or you can do so at your favorite sports bar Sunday to Sunday. That's where our Matthew Martinborough hit the streets and caught up with some fans who couldn't wait for the season to start.
We're full swing into the 2025 NFL season, and fans say they have been looking forward to this time of the year all summer long.
Look forward to see the team that I picked to win, you know.
It's very high, especially when you have season tickets.
Even when sporting different team colors, the fans agree there's no better experience like coming out to their favorite sports bar.
It's boring at home. I come out around to be with the friends, be with the fans, and then enjoy the game.
You get more fun. You know what you're coming for. Because I usually come to watch the games.
Things has picked up a lot since football season started, especially when it comes to Dolphins, because, you know, somewhere has always been the Dolphins headquarters. Like a Monday night, a Thursday night, or sometimes Sunday night. You have a lot more traffic going on here now in the nighttime.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Next in sports, weather permitting, the Flawless Construction and Legacy Clothing Junior Tennis Tournament is expected to go on this weekend at the YMCA.
We always want to see, especially at the end of the year, you know, everybody been practicing from January, and, you know, so we have a lot of talented juniors that coming towards the end of the year. They done put their practice in, and, you know, so everybody's putting in the hard work, and it's showing.
And finally, in sports, scores from Rosina Nesbitt, Oriole notes high school volleyball action. In junior girls play, the Tabernacle Falcons outlasted the Summit Heights Wolves in 3 sets. The final scores 17-9, 17-11, and 15-8. The Holmes Rock Rockets soared past the Jockey with Stars in 3 sets. The final scores 17-7, 17-15, and 17-10. On the senior girls side, the Avon Rock Blue Jays quieted the Jockey with Wildcats in 2 sets, 19-9 and 19-6. And the Tabernacle Falcons defeated the Summit Heights Wolves in 2 straight sets, 19-4 and 19-17. And that's a check on sports, ladies and gents. I'm Shane Stubbs. Stay great, and your Facebook friend of the day is up next.
Are you storm ready? Get your storm supplies today. We have single and double burners as low as $25 and $45. All side batteries at $3. Routine gas cans for $3. Find all of your essential needs here at Variety Vault. Variety Vault located number 12B Arcade Building next to H&L Bookstore. Call us today.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
What is you doing on this tablet? It ain't upside down again.
Y'all know. Y'all think I don't know how to use a tablet, eh? Well, you're shame. Y'all, I've been down to the Sir Charles Haywood Library today. And guess what? They tell me all about their new digital library system. Y'all, I call Overdrive. And listen, it come with my membership. Man, I tell you, all kind of trending and up-to-date books. And thousands, I mean thousands of magazines, all at my fingertip.
Ooh, let me see.
See what? No, sir. Just for members only. Go get your own membership. The Sir Charles Haywood Library introduces Vox and iVox reading books, a brand new collection of interactive reading technology, the first of their kind in the Bahamas for children. But wait, there's more. We're also introducing Overdrive, our digital library, where you can find books for teens, young adults, and the young at heart, with over 4,000 magazines for people of all ages and interests. Come on, bring your entire family. Swing by and give them a try. They're all available at the Sir Charles Haywood Library.
When you build a interaction with the people, it's kind of a relationship you're building at that moment. So you kind of could feed off their energy while they feed off your energies.
Smells good. So this is the mango duck, the famous mango duck. Yeah.
Northern Vibes, this Sunday at 6:30. Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for watching. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next. Just say have a great weekend, everybody. Be sure.
We
We are just done with Disrupt HR Trinidad, and it was phenomenal. We indeed got our shift together. So many incredible speakers, so many incredible viewpoints shared today. Such an incredible opportunity to connect, to engage, and to really disrupt the status quo. If you have never been to a Disrupt HR event, you want to stay close to this following because it is somewhere you definitely need to be. I want you to join me and my team in Disrupt HR Nassau on September 26th. If you want to be disruptive, if you want to be disrupted, come on out and disrupt with me. God bless you, and we'll talk soon.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, where things stand on plans to construct the much-talked-about hotel at the country's main gateway. Plus, why the aviation minister believes this week's ICAO meeting was extremely productive. And hear what the Christian Council has to say about next month's Pride Week. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The Nassau Airport Development Company forging ahead with plans for the construction of the much-talked-about airport hotel that's been years in the making. President and Chief Executive Officer for NAD, Vernice Joaquin, updated the Bahamas Hotel and Tourism Association on the issue during a Zoom Thursday meeting. Now, this on the heels of the company sending out a request for expressions of interest back in April for the development of a hotel at the Linden Pinling International Airport. The plan is to construct 2 small hotels with no more than 120 rooms each on the site of the old terminal building.
Just this past week, September 15th, the RFP actually went out to the qualified proponents who responded to that expression of interest. So the work now begins in earnest for those proponents to put together their proposals, which we expect to have back by the end of the year, very early in 2026, so that we can select a developer for that hotel property. So you'll hear more about that in due course.
In related news, this week's International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, general meeting in Canada deemed a success. At least from Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honourable Chester Cooper's vantage point, the meeting, which brings together ministers, aviation authorities, stakeholders and partners, determines who will represent the region in aviation matters. It's also used to network.
Well, we addressed the overflight fees matter with the Department of Transportation and the Secretary of Transport. We met with him directly. We met with the Secretary General of ICAO, the entity that sets the rules as it relates to charging overflight fees, cost relatedness, transparency, etc. And of course, we take the opportunity to meet with Qatar Civil Aviation Authority. We have 2 students there now studying to become commercial pilots. We are agitating for more students to join the program. We discuss collaboration and efforts as it relates to ongoing training and development of personnel in the Bahamas and Bahamas Air, and continued collaboration with Qatar Airways. We think that there are some positive follow-ups for the future.
The DPM says, as an archipelagic nation, it is critical to ensure the Bahamas is a safe, well-regulated environment.
This is why it is extremely important for us to enhance the industry. It helps us to enhance the work that Bahamas Air and other entrepreneurs in the airline business is doing. It helps us to increase airlift as we endeavor to do. If we're able to increase airlift, we increase stopover visitors, and therefore we improve overall spend in the economy. So all of this work hand in hand. There are linkages between all of the components, and it's important that we engage actively with best practice, with our stakeholders, with regulators and other governments to ensure that they understand that we are committed to best practice in the aviation industry. This is what we sought to do this week.
All across the capital, drivers are waking up to empty driveways as a growing threat lurks just out of sight, leaving families and commuters questioning how secure their vehicles really are. Amaya Moss reports.
According to the Royal Bahamas Police Force mid-year statistics, from January 2025 to date, 331 vehicles have slipped into the hands of thieves. While 184 have been recorded, 147 remain stranded into the web of theft. The police crime report on September 21st, 2025 revealed that a white Nissan Q was reported stolen from Zonalda Drive. And in an unusual twist, a second car of the exact same model was reported stolen that same day. Authorities warn that thieves are trading crowbars for code as they grow technologically cunning, using portable hacking devices to infiltrate car systems or reprogram keys, disabling alarms within minutes, often without leaving a single scratch or an alert. With parking lots potentially turning into hunting grounds, some residents fear that their vehicle may be next. Until each stolen ride is reunited with its rightful driver, the road to security remains bumpy and uncertain. According to Inspector Raphael Miller, attached to the stolen vehicle section of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the theft of Japanese cars are on the rise across the capital, and authorities are urging residents to take proactive steps to safeguard their vehicles. Police are urging residents to park in well-lit and high-visible areas, using multiple security devices, install GPS tracking systems, lock all doors and windows on your vehicles, be vigilant in residential areas, keep records of vehicle details, and use extreme caution with keyless entry systems. When a car vanishes, so does security. Until every key is returned into the hands of its rightful owner and peace steers the way, fear will remain the unwelcomed passenger. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, thanks, Amaya. Well, we've been having a lot of rain recently, and even more rain is forecasted as the weather systems are about to impact the southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. For the latest, we turn now to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Basil, what can we expect, over this last weekend in September?
Good evening, Makishla. Well, we continue to monitor the tropics, and Hurricane Humberto has ballooned to a Category 3 hurricane just a short while ago. It's now packing winds of 115 miles per hour, moving towards the west-northwest at some 5 miles per hour. And on that forecast track, it is expected to remain well to the east of the Bahamas, passing just to the west of Bermuda sometime on Tuesday night. And then closer to home, that tropical wave now across the southeast Bahamas, and it seems as though an area of low pressure wants to form just between Inagua and the eastern tip of Cuba, and once that happens, it's going to lift towards the north. Now, the Hurricane Center is giving this system a 90% chance of developing into a tropical depression, and that could happen as early as tomorrow, somewhere in the vicinity of the central and northwest Bahamas. Once that depression forms, you can anticipate some flooding rain, strong gusty winds, and rough seas. So we're asking residents to simply stay indoors during those heavy downpours, and boaters to remain in port right through the weekend. Now, as we take a look at our live weather radar, the Turks and Caicos Islands, I spoke with some folks there on the ground earlier today, and they had some heavy downpours during the morning hours, but that has since dried up. But don't relax your laurels, because there's another batch of heavy showers just to the east of the Turks and Caicos Islands that will be spreading towards the west. So later on tonight, those heavy showers will return again. Also, Meg Warner experiencing some. Inagua also took a beating today with some heavy showers and thunderstorms, and these showers now spreading towards the north. So Crooked Island and Acklands is next on the list to receive those heavy showers later on tonight. Makisha.
Still to come, enrollment up at BAMSI. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The last eclipse of our galaxy. Scientists are gathered here today to witness this extraordinary event. Simply marvelous, extraordinary, unforgettable, one of a kind. Oh man, that's amazing.
You can't ignore the craving that makes everything crunch. The new crispy barbecue bacon sandwich with barbecue sauce, cheddar, bacon, crispy onions, and an extra large chicken fillet. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Hello. Bonjour. Hola. Hello. Ciao.
No matter where your passport takes you, BTC roaming keeps you effortlessly connected. Enjoy seamless calls, lightning-fast data, and affordable roaming across the globe. No SIM swaps, no stress. Just one network, working everywhere. So go ahead, explore the world, and still be just a call away from home.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy on noon. Signature hot wings. What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Find your future with certificate courses from the University of the West Indies. Fast and affordable, our courses give you the skills to get hired, promoted, and ahead of the game. Choose project management, supervisory management, law for human resources, business and commercial law, and even technical skills like Canva design, web design, and computer repair and networking. Register now at global.uwi.edu/Bahamas or WhatsApp 456-6687. The University of the West Indies Global Campus, the Bahamas.
Blessings gonna find me here.
Well, you're looking at a shot of Bay Street looking west. The Lanson Surveys building is on the right. That shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Tyson Miller. Welcome back. As members of the LGBTQ plus community in the country finalize plans for Pride Week next month, President of the Bahamas Christian Council, Bishop Delton Fernandez, is weighing in on the matter. Pride Week is scheduled for October 7th through the 13th, where in the capital, under the theme Be You, Be Free, Live with Pride, activities include a human rights march on October 11th, a pride show, and other parties and events.
They're free to plan events. We don't get involved in planning events. The challenge was that they were going to use the facilities of UB and use the mechanism through UB to advertise the event. They're free to plan the events. They have rights, we have rights, and our right is the freedom to speak. And so we thank God that we have that freedom, and we will always speak out when we see wrong.
Police are warning businesses not to allow students to hang out at their premises during school hours. Under the Education Act, school-age children are required to be in school between the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Ministry of Education has also launched a number of initiatives to monitor school attendance following an attendance crisis after school reopened back in 2022 following the COVID-19 pandemic. Officer in charge of the School Policing Unit, Assistant Commissioner of Police Chaswell Hanna, is urging businesses to partner with the police to ensure that students don't skip school.
What we see happening is after school, a lot of these kids like to go to the local fast food restaurants and congregate there. I know them all at Marathon. They work with us. They're one of our partners. They have a policy where school students in uniform must be accompanied by a parent or responsible guardian. So we want to encourage other business establishments to adopt that same policy, because if you allow school students to congregate there, you may be putting your business at risk.
And speaking of schooling, agricultural officials touting the success of initiatives aimed at attracting more young people to the farming sector in the country. This is the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute has seen a significant increase in enrollment, which is reportedly up by 15%. Here's Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Jomo Campbell.
Our projects have been geared towards attracting younger persons. Agriculture, for quite some time, has been an aging industry with an average age of about 65 to 66 years. And we're also seeking to encourage young women, women in farming as well, and that the population of female farmers has increased significantly. We're also pleased to share with you that the overall growth of the industry has grown by 26.3%, and that is the largest growth in the last 33 years. And so our efforts are literally bearing fruit.
In other news tonight, a 15,000 square foot facility, to be constructed at Defense Forces Coral Harbor Base in a matter of weeks, one signaling the start of a process leading to the demolition of the old hotel structure, making way for a more modern and efficient military base. Felicity Darville has the story.
The Sandy Bottom Project, a multi-million-dollar initiative for the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, was launched in 2014, and Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Munro, said it is the PLP administration who is once again continuing the project that will significantly augment the military capabilities of the Defense Force. The contract signing of the supply storage facility took place at the ministry's headquarters on Wednesday, with the principal of Pyramid Builders, Chris Harris, signing the $3.1 million contract. Here's Minister Munro.
Upon completion of this structure, all storage spaces currently housed in the unfinished hotel will be relocated to the purpose-built facility. This phase of development also includes the acquisition of a marine travel lift, which will provide the capacity to dry dock the Royal Bahamas Defense Force vessels, greatly enhancing the operational readiness and sustainability of the fleet.
Commodore Floyd Moxey says that the hotel's implosion will significantly improve operations at the Defense Force base.
Not giving us the kind of space and the results that we need. So once we implode that hotel, we would be able to use that space for additional office space and for additional workshop and maybe warehouse. And the second phase of the base development will do exactly that. The additional storage spaces and offices that are in that hotel, they will be removed to the park and lot area. There we would be removing the Clifford Scavella gym. We will be removing some other spaces in the warehouse, and then we will move to safely implode the hotel.
With new facilities being constructed, a passing out parade of more than 100 Marines in less than a month, and a strong recruitment drive underway, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force is preparing for a new era in its development. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Meantime, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources strengthening its deterrence methods in a bid to crack down on illegal fishing countrywide. The ministry recently announcing the success of a multi-agency covert operation called Red Dawn 2, which resulted in a vessel and its crew allegedly engaged in illegal fishing being seized in the Berry Islands. Now, as we're reminded, illegal fishing has a significant impact on the domestic economy.
There is an impact to Bahamian businesses. There's an impact to your natural resources, which are limited. And these freeloaders should not be coming here illegally, competing with Bahamian citizens and taking advantage, frankly, of your goodwill in this wonderful country.
Now, a watch list is being updated daily in collaboration with other agencies to keep track of those convicted of illegal fishing in Bahamian waters. The Department of Public Prosecutions is partnering with the ministry to prosecute those who breach our fishing laws. She provides more insight on a 3-year ban imposed as part of sentencing for those convicted.
It's not a ban from entry into the country. They can still come to the country as visitors. They can still enter the country on a cruise ship, but they cannot come on a fishing vessel, be it a pleasure craft or a commercial vessel. So the ban is against each individual. Their names would be placed in the system with Customs and Immigration at any entry port. They're supposed to clear Customs and Immigration, and so they would be red flagged.
Officials from the Public Hospitals Authority addressing concerns about emergency vehicles being used for purposes other than medical emergencies. This amid complaints that ambulances are being used to transport the elderly and dialysis patients to their appointments, subsequently leaving a void in the number of ambulances available for emergency care. Managing Director of the Public Hospitals Authority, Dr. Albinette Roll, noted that steps have been taken to address the matter.
There used to be times when it used to happen. We have trained persons who we've called transport officers who are using one of the vehicles that can no longer be used for emergent care because of various reasons, and they are now transporting patients. So sometimes you have that dialysis patient that really needs to move about, or sometimes you have that patient who just needs to leave, for example, the Sandilands Rehabilitation Center to come to PMH and backwards. So we've just completed that training.
Dr. Roll says transport officers are also being trained in the Family Islands.
It's a part of the minister's plan, and the PHA, in collaboration and partnership, and along with the Academy and the director of the National Emergency, we are setting up a program right as we speak to train those transport persons. So 24 hours on several of the Family Islands. First, in a phased approach, you would have those persons until the minister is able to ensure that all of the islands are populated with emergency vehicles. So we are moving forward.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Sting Jungle Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit song. BVS, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight and Dima. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamaseattickets.com for your skybox or to be a food vendor. Call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today and Co. Limited, Crystal Minute and Associates.
With My Freedom 15, I always get the latest. That's a cop.
With My Freedom 15, I never miss the Facebook drama.
With My Freedom 15, I can call my friends on the Alive Network at any time. Girl, you calling me again? Yes, and I have 100 free minutes to call the U.S. and Canada, so you know.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. Your life just took a dark turn. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, over a year ago, curators at the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas made an open call for the 11 exhibition. 60 artists answered the call, but only 21 were chosen. Diane Dorset takes us into what they call the void.
Step into the void. A journey into the undefined when new ideas and identities emerge. At the National Arts Gallery of the Bahamas, the N11 exhibition provided artists the space to explore and redefine Bahamian identity.
On display in the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas currently is N11, Into the Void, and this is the national exhibition. So every 2 years we have the national exhibition where we put out a call to artists to submit proposals and submit pieces that coincide with the theme.
The exhibition suggests that the void is not absence, but possibility. It's a chance for audiences to re-evaluate what is known and explore the possibilities when we embrace the unknown.
We have hyper-realistic sculpture, we have more abstract sculpture, we also have collages, and we have photography as well. And all of the pieces coincide with the theme, where do you see the Bahamas in the future? Or what elements of our past influence where the Bahamas is going today.
And it is in that exploration of the void, into the past, into the present, and into the future, that these artists find new language and new visions to define Bahamian cultural expressions. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorsat.
Well, it's Entertainment Friday, at least over at Access Now. Malena and Royston are going to give us a sneak peek of what to expect.
So you know I love my Entertainment Friday, and we've got kind of an interesting take on it coming up tonight, wouldn't you say?
We absolutely do. If you've been watching, Jimmy Kimmel released the first episode on the release recently. We got that coming up tonight. And also our very own E-Man is featuring, I think, a new music video. And whenever he does anything, he does it very well. You want to stay close for that. Don't miss that, Kush.
Well, as always, sounds good. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues after this.
Diet-friendly special.
With all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, boy.
I need the $10 special plate.
How much would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
Well, tonight we're talking about yoga, but with a fabulous feathery twist. Our Danielle Dean took her practice to the next level, joined by a seasoned instructor and two pink-poised special guests.
I'm pretty sure you've heard of yoga, but are you at all familiar with Flamingo yoga? Well, these pink-poised birds were the stars of the show, and mainly because, unlike us, they've mastered the art of single-leg stands. Nevertheless, they added an exciting twist to this mind and body practice.
Your standing leg is a little bit bent, so you're not locking your leg, and you can take it as far as you want to.
Aviculturist at Baha Mar, Earl Francis Jr. gave this quick intro of 2 of 29 of our national birds housed by the resort.
Today we have number 2, which is Lyndon. He is 7 years old, and he's named after our first Prime Minister, Sir Lyndon Pinling. 24 here is Kaya. Kaya is 3 years old, and she got her name from the first people to live in the Bahamas, the Lugaians. So these two are a couple. That's why they're always walking around together. They always go to events and yoga together as a couple.
Jan McDonald is a wellness instructor at Baha Mar, and thanks to her, you can take out your cell phone to record or even join in the next 40 seconds of this full body workout.
You're going to lift up your left leg, bend the knee, and open the hips. Bring the left knee forward to touch your left wrist and slide down. See if you can get your right hip over your heel. And walk the hands back, one hand on the knee and one on the foot, the left side, and bring the right foot all the way over. Sitting up nice and straight, bring your right hand behind to keep your back straight, lift up the left hand, bring the elbow over and push and look over the right shoulder.
If you're still doubtful of its benefits, consider this.
Just about every muscle in your body is getting worked, okay? So the benefits are, it's a bit like when you do yoga, you're concentrating on your inner self. And so you're letting go of busy thoughts. You know, you're stepping off the treadmill, you're making space in your life. And so it's a little time just for you. And during yoga, we breathe. It sounds funny, we breathe all our lives, right? But we don't think about it. And your breath has a really big bearing on your mood.
Well, if you've followed, you can attest to the fact that your body indeed feels free. But don't let that be the end. Do yoga at home, or if you need workout partners that can teach you a thing or two about elegance and calm, you might want to consider joining these flexible, long-legged beauties. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight with Lyndon and Kaya, I'm Danielle Dean.
Really nice report there, Danielle. That does it for the National Report, though. Stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Chefing it up is on everyone's plate as Bahamar holds the Young Chef Competition. Sounds super flavorful.
And Dunkin' Donuts is fueling CIBC's Walk for the Cure.
Plus, good news for 5 fly fishing gurus. Membership in their association has increased. Stay close for that.
And coming up in sports, it's do or die at Government League playoffs.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Civil rights activist Dr. Martin Luther King said, take the first step in faith. You don't see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Good evening, I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
It's officially Entertainment Friday, and these Fridays are coming like lightning fast, just quicker and quicker.
Look, as long as it's Entertainment Friday, I love it. So let's forge ahead.
I'm 100% behind that. Let's dive right into the news. If you've watched Top Chef or Cake Wars, then you'll definitely have an appreciation for this next report. These youngsters spent their day carrying out one mandate: to get creative in the kitchen. Our Daniel Dean shares the results.
Teams, a series of cooking rounds, and eliminations. Bahamar Resorts, for the 3rd consecutive year, hosted its own twist on Hell's Kitchen, giving local high schoolers the chance to showcase their cooking skills before a worthy panel of judges. One of them, executive chef at the Four Seasons, Lester Dean.
The more they do these things, the better they'll get. And to get professional advice from professional chefs we have here, I think it'll take them a long way.
St. John's College student Shania McDonald says for her, cooking is therapy.
It calms me down, and I love feeding people and getting their reactions from my food.
And for CC Sweeting's Ivan Moxie, the group he caters to daily keeps him sharp.
My siblings, they just be honest, so if it's bad, they can let me know. So
the groups were tasked with making appetizers out of snappers, entrees out of duck, and dessert out of jasmine rice. At the end of the day, these groups emerged winners, and Bahamar's Director of Talent Development, Jamaro Thompson, says this is what met them at the end of their victory.
5 and 7. Team 5 and 7, 6 and 8. 6 and 8 it is!
Some of the prizes are they get to stay in the hotel for a few nights with some complimentary dining options. They also get to participate in our Culinary and Arts Fest is coming up within a month. They get to be on stage with one of our international chefs as well. A couple more prizes as well, too.
And for the resort that's known for its culinary excellence, Thompson says this is paramount.
We want to be a part of creating the next generation of professionals in this industry. So hospitality, tourism is the #1 industry in the Bahamas. And we want to make certain that we have the best and the brightest.
For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Danielle Dean.
Thanks, Danielle. Well, CIBC Caribbean's Walk for the Cure has annually united thousands across the region in support of cancer awareness, treatment, and care for over a decade. As the 2025 Walk for the Cure approaches on October 4th, Duncan has joined the cause with a donation that reflects its commitment to the community and to standing alongside those impacted by cancer. Walk for the Cure is CIBC Caribbean's flagship activity and one of the Caribbean's largest cancer fundraising and educational initiatives. Since its inception in 2012, the event has brought together its team members, clients, families, and partners across the bank's regional footprint. The Bahamas alone raised $74,000 last year to support local cancer care organizations across the country.
Believe it or not, there are about 250 members of the Bahamas Fly Fishing Industry Association. And according to Director of the Northern Region, Paul Pinder, it's a lucrative industry that's now attracting more younger Bahamian guides through a program at BAMSI.
We're now having younger guides coming in through the programs through BAMSI, making sure that the guides are being certified because we need younger guides to get into the industry because when we look at the average age of the guides that are presently guiding, the average age is roughly around 45 to 50. So we're now seeing a lot of the younger guys interested in coming into the industry.
Pinder, a veteran fly fishing guide, says despite some challenges, the association continues to make positive progress.
We are trying to get some of the block creeks that are out there. We are trying to make sure that this industry is reserved for Bahamians rather than having all the foreigners come in. So basically there's some legislation that have been passed that has been pretty helpful to us.
Still to come on the other side of the break, Jimmy Kimmel is back with killer ratings, and our Basil Dean has the latest on the tropics. So stay close.
Are you a talented musician ready to take your passion to the next level? Then the Bahamas National Youth Choir is the place to be. Auditions are now open for the month of September to persons ages 15 to 25 years old. We offer 2 exciting options: concert choir for those who enjoy classical and traditional music, and show choir for those who want to perform in a more theatrical setting. Don't miss your chance to be a part of an incredible musical journey. To set up your audition appointment, email us at bnycsecretary@gmail.com. Let your voice be heard with the Bahamas National Youth Choir.
You can't help but smile when you shop the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Country Bond Ketchup, 24 ounces, $1.89. Rainbow Mackerel, 15 ounces, $1.25. Fresh tomatoes, $1.89 per pound. Sweet tangerines, 2 for 99 cents. Fresh ground beef, $4.99 per pound. Which location you choose to save at is up to you, but you can save at any Super Value or Quality supermarkets.
We are just done with Disrupt HR Trinidad, and it was phenomenal. We indeed got our shift together. So many incredible speakers, so many incredible viewpoints shared today. Such an incredible opportunity to connect, to engage, and to really disrupt the status quo. If you have never been to a Disrupt HR event, you want to stay close to this following because it is somewhere you definitely need to be. I want you to join me and my team in Disrupt HR Nassau on September 26th. If you want to be disruptive, if you want to be disrupted, come on out and disrupt with me. God bless you, and we'll talk soon.
It's time now for your Access Weather Forecast. Humberto, now a Category 3 hurricane, packing winds of 115 miles per hour. Humberto is moving towards the west-northwest at some 5 miles per hour, and on the forecast track, Humberto is expected to remain well to the east of the Bahamas and passing just to the east of Bermuda, to the west of Bermuda, sometime on Tuesday night. And closer to home, we now have that tropical wave smack across the southeast Bahamas, and it looks as though an area of low pressure wants to form between Inagua and the eastern tip of Cuba. Once that forms, it's going to move towards the north. Now, the Hurricane Center is giving it a 90% chance of becoming a tropical depression, and that could happen as early as tomorrow, somewhere in the vicinity of the central and northwestern Bahamas. And as a result of that tropical depression, you can anticipate flooding rains with strong gusty winds and rough seas. So we are asking residents throughout the islands to remain indoors during those heavy downpours and for boaters to remain in port throughout the weekend. And as we go to our live weather radar, in the Turks and Caicos Islands, well, they had some heavy downpours early this morning, but that has since eased up. But there's another batch to the east that will be moving westward, closing in on the Turks and Caicos Islands later on tonight. Showers and thunderstorms also spreading over Mayaguana, Matitan, Inagua, and heading now towards Crooked Island and Acklins. So the entire southeast Bahamas will be under some heavy showers during the course of tonight. Now, your boating forecast in the northwestern islands. Easterly winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. High tide takes place at 11:32 tonight, so we ask the small craft to exercise caution. In the central and southeastern islands, east to southeast, 15 to 25 knots, very rough seas, so boaters just simply stay in port in the central and southeastern islands tonight. And then on, as we head into Saturday, in the northwestern islands, you'll see a switch in those winds. They become northeast ahead of that system, 15 to 25 knots, so the winds continue to increase with those rough seas at 5 to 8 feet. Low tide 5:35 in the morning with the high tide at just around noon. And in the central and southeastern islands on Saturday, east to southeast winds 20 to 30 knots. 8 to 12 feet will be those wave heights. So again, we're asking boaters to stay in port. And as we head into Sunday in the northwestern islands, the winds become north to northwest at 15 to 25 knots with those rough seas continue. Low tide 6:17 in the morning with a high tide at 12:48 in the afternoon. For the central islands, the winds more southwest at 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet. And for the southeast Bahamas, southerly winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. So we start to get some improvement there in the central and southeastern Bahamas. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
You all ready for that? Here we go. Say she promised she gonna marry me, but she run away. She promised she'd be faithful to me, but she scheme on me. Say she take all my money, she take my...
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Back to the Access Desk.
Thanks, Basil. Well, the return of late-night host Jimmy Kimmel was epic Tuesday night. He returned funnier than ever and seemingly just as unafraid to speak his mind as before. What's even more epic is his viewership that night. Kimmel racked up 14 million views on YouTube in just 16 hours, and 6.26 million people were watching on TV. The late-night host, laden with sarcasm, thanked President Trump for beefing up his viewers. Needless to say, the saga continues with the late-night host and political commentary. I'm definitely staying out of that one. But in fact, let's check in with Total Sports and see what's on tap.
It was a do-or-die Game 5 in the Bahamas Government League playoffs. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We love to brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before things get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
What's the difference? Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
It's Bahamas' biggest night this November 1st. Join Alliance Promotions, YBE Promotions, Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, and Bahamas Air as they present the Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series at the National Stadium Ground, performing for the first time. Tyrese comes to Bahamas to deliver an unforgettable performance. Also performing R&B sensation Uncle Sam. Get ready for Deborah Cox. The Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series, Saturday, November 1st at the National Stadium Ground. Nassau. Tyrese, Uncle Sam, and Deborah Cox. Advance tickets are available now at all Cash and Go locations. Or log on to cashandgobahamas.com to enroll. Call 242-427-8111 or call 242-357-0116. Be there.
Welcome to your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Do or die Game 5 in the Bahamas Government League basketball playoffs. The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture Panthers clashing with the Nassau Flight Services Ballers. To the tape, the Ballers working around the perimeter. Lamont McPhee Jr. here with the triple. He had 12 on the night. Ballers still looking to probe the wily veteran. Abel Joseph getting into the lane for 2. He had a side-high 18. Panthers trying to cut into that lead. Brandon Strawn gets to the cup for 2. He had 19. The only Panthers player in double figures on the night. But that would be all the Panthers could muster. Joseph would score here again, and the Ballers would cruise on to the championship game with a 75-54 win.
Wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. And we have something to prove this year. We came to the final last year, exact same team, and we get sweep. What would really happen if you realize the 2 games that we lost? We wasn't actually playing Ballers defense. We came back, we played our defense, and the players took what they gave us, and they gave us a whole lot. So we took it. We have the thought fact that, listen, we're not in Hasten, and they're running behind us. So we don't have to rush it, then rush. So we just take our time, and through smart playing, good plays, solid defense, we were able to do it.
Awaiting them in the championship series, the Police Crime Stoppers, a rematch of last year's finals. And for head coach Vernon Stubbs, the Stoppers are certainly ready.
Well, like always, defense. Defense wins the game.
And now what's the mentality leading into game 1? How is your team now being prepared?
Well, we're being prepared, like just camaraderie, playing together, teamwork, movement on the ball, and also just having each other backs. That's basically it.
That's been your TGI of Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Enjoy your weekend.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting TingsyBahamas.com.
You're looking at a cruise ship in the harbor. That shot is courtesy of none other than our drone pilot, Kyson Miller, who celebrates his birthday on Sunday. He's flying higher, but we are going to take on an altitude of our own. We're heading to Long Island. You're coming with us, right? Let's go.
Consistent power supply is on the way for residents of Long Island. BPL CEO Tony Seymour at a town meeting in Claridgetown Wednesday night says the nagging issue has frustrated Long Islanders for too long is a matter of logistics due to the location of the plant. You see, on most islands, the power plant is located in a central area so all islanders can have adequate supply and quick restoration in the event of outages. However, for Long Island, and the location is not centralized, but in Millers, which is north, leaving some residents literally in the dark in the south for long periods of time if there's an outage. However, Seymour believes they have a solution to this aging issue.
One of the things that we've proposed to the board is a $1.2 million investment in a generator and a transformer to be placed south of Scrub Hill, because in reality, if we lose two engines, one engine can probably power from Millers to about Scrub Hill. And so the rest of South Long Island is suffering in darkness and heat until we get a second engine back up and running. So what that will do is bring relief, immediate relief to the residents of South Long Island, and also bring relief to the engines at the Millers power plant.
Seymour says recently they had some challenges at the plant when they lost two engines, but some repairs are done and testing is now in the process.
In addition to the $1.2 million investment in a new generator that's not going to be located at the Millers power plant, there is also a 5-megawatt solar installation as a part of the new energy era. All of the family islands are getting solar installations as well as battery energy storage systems as we transition to a cleaner, more environmentally friendly utility.
The islands are really getting some much-needed assistance there, and this is excellent news all around. Marlena?
Thanks, Royston. Well, tonight we look at a music video to a song written and performed by our colleague Emmanuel Fertil. Most of us know him simply as E-Man. This song lets you know that there's always a higher power to turn to. Here's Convinced.
I didn't think I would make it. I'm so grateful. Went through some seasons, the pain was too much and I couldn't take it. But I made it. Looking back at my life, I could simply say it was you. Cause the burdens that I was carrying, I was smiling but nobody knew. Then you swooped in and you showed me that your love for me is true. God of the agape, I'm convinced of this truth. Ooh. I'm so convinced of your love. I'm so convinced, yeah. I'm so convinced of your love. I'm so convinced of, yeah. I'm so convinced of your love. I'm so convinced of
it. Always. It's always good stuff from E-Man. Absolutely wonderful.
When E-Man brings it, he really brings it. That was an absolute banger of a video. Thanks so much, E-Man. That's going to do it for Access Now for tonight. Make sure to join us next week for more exciting nights.
And stay tuned for the last newscast of the night. Yes, our Corvell Pyfram has the final word, and it all starts at 11 p.m. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody.
Enjoy. Be safe.
At Bahama Boulevard, I'm Sean Innes. This is ZNS.
All rise. Plaintiff, defendant, come forward. Press your items down. Thank you. And you hold the Bible underneath. Hold the Bible underneath. Repeat after me. I swear by the Almighty God that the evidence that I should give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. All right. Take your positions. Plaintiff here, defendant here.
Pastor Mindy Motamore wants to bound her brother over to keep the peace because he's blocking her from free movement on a property that was left to both of them by their mother. Her brother, Jerome Motamore, says she and her tenants are holding church on the grounds and harassing his workers with holy orals.
We have Justice Carol Monens.
Be seated, please.
We have the case today of Cindy Motamore.
Jerome
Motamore.
Thank you. Yes. Good morning. You're the plaintiff?
Yes, Mindy Mortimer.
Mindy Mortimer?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me, please, why you have brought Mr. Mortimer to court this morning?
Okay, Your Honor, so I brought my brother to court because we own a fourplex building in Grand Bahama, West End. Our mother left it to us. He has 2 units and I have 2 units. But the issue is we are the sole owner of the 4 units, but he has...
the joint owners?
Yes, we are the joint owners, yes.
Not sole, right.
Yes. So he has installed some new gates and locks onto the property, and now I don't have access to certain parts of the unit as well as the tenants, and any guests that we have, we're now being locked up because he's changed all the access points.
All right. Do you live in this property?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a fourplex, so I'm gathering that you have 2 units and Mr. Mortimer, you have 2 units?
Correct.
Yes, I live on the property, I maintain the property. She's rarely there. She don't be there like that all the time.
I see.
So I ain't normally there all the time.
Okay, you're normally there. So you said tenants, so you